Okay, so yes, that was one of the topics I knew would take a while, and now we're gonna go on to Apple working with Sharp on the possible iTV or just iTV concepts in general. And there's quite a few artist renditions, and I tell you, I'm all for artist renditions, but here's a few things that people are saying about it. There's probably gonna be a range of sizes. It's gonna be premium pricing, and it's probably gonna have some kind of app marketplace on it, and they're speculating a lot of the concepts kind of resemble the 30 inch, not 30 inch, the 27-inch cinema display, but obviously larger for like a television.
See,
And
if it's what if this my tooth hurts. Okay. If the Apple whatever TV set or the Apple thingamajig comes out, that would be funny if they actually called it that. But if it comes out and they have it with everything they say it will, first of all, I think apps on the TV sucks and it shouldn't be there. It should be very limited to what you can watch. Not like be like, "Oh, you can only watch CBS." But like YouTube or Hulu or Netflix, stuff like that you can watch on it. But I don't have that much faith in it because people are gonna see it. They're like, well, I can buy this TV for this much, buy an Apple TV with it, or I can buy the Apple television set and pay $6,000 for a 2-inch TV.
yeah, that's why I always thought when people were saying, "Oh, Apple's gonna do a TV," I'm like, they don't need to.
I mean, Steve Jobs was talking about it, but I think that was just a concept. I don't think it would
Yeah,
ever be something that could actually happen. I mean, Samsung, the only reason that they get money off their smart TVs is because they're Samsung.
yeah.
And because they make cheap things. Because people think TV, they're like, oh, Samsung?
Well,
And then they go to the store and Best Buy is like, if you buy this, I'll give you a cookie. So then they get the cookie and buy the TV.
but think about it, guys. In the biography, Steve was saying, "I finally cracked it." He didn't say, "I'm going to crack it in the future." He said, "I finally cracked it." The way the Apple TV works is what they need. They can improve that and keep it in a $99 box and not worry about building an entirely different set unless it's really going to bring some super duper major innovation to the market that's worth the price point.
And you know Apple, they love their Pioneer TV sets.
I mean, television, I just never saw Apple actually making the actual hardware, but nonetheless, let's enjoy these artist renditions. Here is one front and back shot. It's kind of resemblant of
An
the,
iPad too.
well, an iPad too, but mainly the cinema display, as you can see here.
If you look at the back though, it looks like a really stretched out iPad
Yeah,
too.
the back looks like a stretch.
And a dock.
It looks like connectors right there, power. These look like speakers. Here's another shot. Here's a shot with the software. As you can see, this looks like an applications browser. Like you said, it would have to be limited to an extent. Game Center, I don't know, maybe the live stuff like Xbox.
Photo
Live.
booth. Who wants to look at a fat guy on the couch?
Well, here's the other thing. How's the camera going to know how to zoom in all the way to the couch? Because the average like distance of a TV and the couch is like 13 to 17 feet, probably more.
That would need to be a good camera.
Yeah,
Because it
really.
would need to have optical zoom. Because
It-
if you use
I know.
digital, it's like, hey, you look like you're an 8x8 picture.
Yeah, really. Uh, Another picture. Oh wait, hold on, hang on. Whoa, hold the phone. Look at this.
Oh,
Here's
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa,
here's like a
whoa,
black
whoa.
glossy model, and here's like a silver bezel matte model. This is a matte screen. Right here.
Matte finish.
Matte finish, like what I've got on me, a computadora. Anyway, another picture. All right, here's another picture. Look at this. All right, Siri control, which that probably has merit to it. It talks about iCloud and AirPlay, obviously. ITV apps. I don't know about that. Multi-touch screen. Why?
Yeah, dude, that is
Why?
so stupid. And plus,
Oh my goodness.
this looks like all jailbreak stuff, like the Siri thing. Because you would have to yell at your TV. You would have to be like, Siri, play
Oh,
such and such on Netflix.
guys.
What was that?
Seriously, multi-touch screen. Okay, here's what I think. Currently, you would use a remote, like with the Apple TV, use the Apple remote. Here's what I see coming in the future. Apple's gonna make an app for your iPhone or iPod Touch that is a virtual remote control that will let you use Siri, but instead of having to talk all the way across to your TV, you can speak right into the iPhone's mic you can control all the input directly on the iPhone like a remote. Instead of physical buttons, it's all just a touchscreen.
Yeah.
That's my vision. But the touchscreen on the TV itself, I don't know about you, but whenever I watch TV, which is like once in like an eon, I don't go up to the TV and
Wait,
press the
what
button.
if you're watching football or something, right? And you get pissed and you throw your chips at the TV. Then it's gonna like open
Oh,
up iTunes.
exactly. eNetro brings up a good point. Well, actually, a chip wouldn't do that because it only responds to like electrostatic impulses.
But say it's like a transistor touchscreen. If like Tim Cook's decided to be like, oh, everything's gonna be gay at Apple, and,
I see.
and then poop
I
goes to
know.
the pooper,
And
and that happens.
eNetro also brings up another point that I was thinking of. Remember what Steve Jobs said about vertical touchscreens? I was thinking the same thing before he even said that at the keynote. Vertical touchscreens suck. Your arm just wants to fall off after a while. You don't need to do it on a TV. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to control it from there. That's what you use the remote for. Because, like I was about to say, I don't go up to the TV every time and change the channel by pressing a button on the side. Use the freaking remote control.
Well, I think that there should be parental controls and a built-in cleaner. So if the parental controls are off, it'd be like time to clean up if something were to happen.
But does
So
that
it's
need
just
a
like
touchscreen?
sheer. No, you don't need it. It just needs a cleaner, like a little sweeper at the top that
Uh,
sucks everything up that just hit the screen.
right. Okay. Um. Yeah. So that's all the pictures. It looks kind of cool. It could definitely use some design tweaks, but for an artist rendition, it's pretty pro. I just don't see the real use because they've got the box. Why build the screen?
If you have a box, why a screen?
Exactly.
Wait.
Just plug the box in. They'll
Well, you
probably
kind
have
of need
some
a
fancy-
screen, just not a screen by the same people.
Well, yeah, you don't necessarily need that unless, like I said, they introduce some really revolutionary thing. But in
Or-
TVs,
Or what they could do is make it so the Apple TV,
Uh-oh.
instead of having that little retarded little micro USB port that nobody uses, and
Oh, yeah.
Apple's like, oh no, yep,
it's for tech support guys.
yeah, because it's there, and Apple's like, oh no, we're never gonna use USB, and then 6 days later they release the Apple TV too. It's kind of ironic, but herp
We're
derp.
never gonna use
Okay,
USB
so
on tablets. They were saying.
oh yeah, but well, that's micro USB. That's different.
Yeah,
so
this is different.
if they took the micro USB off and put like a mini display port or a Thunderbolt, so that way you could plug in external storage, or you could plug into your cinema display and just buy cinema display and then that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just
see,
yay TV.
that would be cool. That'd be definitely something they're gonna do. And in iOS, what was it, like 5.1 beta or whatever? There's been like some strings found about the future Apple TV model. So there's probably one. I don't know. They might introduce it in like their January event or whatever. I don't know.